After a thrilling Friday of action at the Corn Palace in Mitchell, the bulk of the Hoop City Classic moves to the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls this evening, pitting some of the nation's top-ranked high school teams and players against the best South Dakota has to offer. A rematch of last year's thriller between Minnesota power DeLaSalle, and defending South Dakota state champion Yankton. Bucks lost that one a year ago, 61-57. Matthew Moore's trying to change that as he spots up for three to give Yankton a 4-point lead. Kansas coach Bill Self probably recruiting him and watching, and I think he was pretty impressed. Two more for Moores. He had 27 to lead the Bucks. DeLaSalle, though, also has a pretty good top prospect of their own, Tyrell Terry. That's a heck of a move off glass. He led everybody with 33 points, but Yankton had a little bit more firepower for Chris Haynes as Moores sings a great pass to Cole Sawatsky, who hits a three, and the Bucks in overtime avenge last year's loss as they beat DeLaSalle 71-65. Brandon Valley taking on John Marshall out of Rochester, Minnesota. Again, Self there watching that one as well. Courtside, his main target is Marshall's Matthew Hurd. Here's two of his game-high 36 points as they were battling back from a 10-point deficit. And also there, Mike Miller, the former namesake of this tournament. Of course, now he's with Memphis, so they had to change the name. He saw a pretty impressive performance from Brandon Valley. Jackson Hilton to the hole. He had 16 points, and the Lynx go back on top. And it's Cole Siegfried with the spin and fadeaway hook shot as Brandon Valley goes up by 4, and they'd start to put this thing away. Check out Alex Teachin with a beautiful pass to Evan Talcott. Impressive win for Brandon Valley, 74-62. O'Gorman getting a Findlay Prep team that lost to the nation's #1 team, La Lumiere, last night. La Lumiere, by the way, playing T as we speak. We'll have highlights of that tomorrow. Findlay Prep, all their guys pretty much go to college, and that's why. Taryn Todd with a layup. O'Gorman trailed by 13, but they would start to make their way back in this one. Some nice defense here as the Knights get the steal, and some unselfish play as well as they find Eddie Mailer, the open man, for the layup to get things back to within 9 points. And then a few minutes later on their next possession, it's Luke Ronsick, whose sister Emma just committed to Creighton this week. Well, Luke's pretty good too. He hits a three, and he has something to say about it for the big crowd. As the Knights get to within 6, they trailed by 8 at half, but just didn't have quite enough to top a powerful Findlay Prep team. Look at that three from P.J. Fuller. He led everybody with 29 points as the Findlay Prep team goes on to win 77-60, but a good effort from O'Gorman.